I am from Nigeria. I work in Poland. I know my rights and obligations in Poland. I am from Morocco. I work in Poland. I know my rights and obligations in Poland. I am from Ukraine. I work in Poland. I know my rights and obligations in Poland.
Ćwiczyłeś w domu? Już przyzwyczajamy się, bo wkrótce dojdą basy. Od tego G przypomnimy sobie od razu. Nazywam się...
My name is Olga Marko. I came here from Ukraine. I have been living in Poland for 16 years now.
Pierwszy idzie, drugi, trzeci, pierwszy, drugi. Obecnie mam dwie prace.
Currently, I work 2 jobs. I like both of them. I teach music and work in a cafe. My name is Mohammed El Mansour, and I am from Morocco. I have been living in Poland for 3.5 years now. My name is Emmanuel Iyoha. I am Nigerian. I arrived in Poland almost 9 years ago. I got married in Morocco. My wife could not live in Morocco as our language is very difficult. So she said I could come here, use English first, and soon I would learn Polish. And that is it. When I got to know Poland, I thought this would only be a moment in my life. I first wanted to come here to earn some money for my studies, enough to make a living. But later it turned out I met someone. I fell in love. And I was told, once you finish studies, please come here, to me. And that is what happened. My dad called me and asked, "Do you want to study in Poland?" I wanted time to think. I wasn't sure. When I got home, Dad called a friend and he arranged for me a place at the School of Polish Language for Foreigners in Łódź. So I asked, "Why language first?" And Dad said, "Language first because without it you cannot live well and succeed." Then he bought a ticket and told me my plane was departing at 8 o'clock. My reaction? God, I thought I had 4 more days. He told me, no, your classes have already started and you are still in Nigeria. I was to leave right away. When you come to Poland, it is worth finding out what exactly your rights and obligations are. It helps to avoid problems.
Я була на роботі довго, бо в нас сьогодні збори були, 2 рази збори були. І зранку, може, будеш, як не будеш мати уроків, то я ще раз задзвоню. Як не будеш. Так?
Usually it goes like this. Stepan is already working there. He arranges everything, so you pack and go. People are not aware of what to do as they are leaving, that something may not be right. You should fight, learn, read, ask questions. Later, people are surprised that something bad happened. How come? I did not know. And did you actually try to find out? An inspector or a controller comes to your workplace, and you are there illegally. That is bad for the company and the employees. You may be prohibited from working in Poland for good, and that is bad, because if you do not work, what are you going to do? And they will send you back. Working hard, no problem, but then when you want a holiday, suddenly they do not like you anymore. And that is what happens if you do not have a good contract. Once you have a good contract, the boss is obliged to give days off. No contract means no rights. I work exactly as it says in my contract. I do not work more and I do not work less. What is on paper is the most important. Only someone who does not know the law can say, yes, I'm sorry. If I know my rights and obligations, I know what I can and should do. I know the limits. So, if someone is trying to bend the rules, I can say, no, this is not my duty. It is better to be here legally, sometimes better off, sometimes worse, maybe occasionally earn less, but be safe and protected and feel normal. And then a moment comes when you become just like everyone else. This needs time. You do not get a job as a manager right away, and suddenly you have everything. You need to take it step by step. At first, maybe less, part-time, limited hours, whatever you find. It will not always be full-time, but this is what you aim for. Some tried to take the easy way out. They had girlfriends, they didn't go to university. But in the end, the girls left them, and suddenly they had regrets. No studies, no women. You need to keep studying, or you go back. Nobody will ask you to stay. You need to be careful, especially of dishonest work agencies. They normally promise a lot, and in reality, it is all different. Once here, you get a different job, a worse one, less interesting than promised. I had an interview. Where did you meet your wife? What underwear does she wear? What did you both eat 2 days ago? If you are not really living together, it is basically impossible to pass such an interview. You need to remember that at work the boss and the colleagues have to treat you like any other employee. Discrimination is forbidden. They look at me like a Pole. They treat me equally. Nobody says, no, you're not. I have never experienced such a thing. I never thought I would have such a chance to develop myself. I have good friends who correct me when I make mistakes or forget something. I have good relations with the doctors. Organizations dealing with employee rights help those who have a problem with the company or the boss. You can go to them and tell them what the situation is. There are organizations, places where you can go and learn a lot, where you can ask questions and get help and advice. And you absolutely need to know about that. And do not be afraid. No need to be. I think people are afraid that if they go somewhere, someone will not let them leave.
Moje marzenie, na przykład idziesz pracować gdzieś.
My dream is to work somewhere where the door is open, where everything is okay, with a good contract, good situation. So I would feel that it's good there. My dream? Peace. To me, it is very important to always have a job.
Moje marzenie w tym roku, aby ja zdała, bo jeszcze robię prawo jazdy.
My dream this year is to pass my driving license and finish my studies.
Żeby być zdrowy.
To be healthy, because this is the most important thing. And for my family to be healthy. That is my dream. Learn about your rights and obligations in Poland. The project Migrants' Rights in Action is co-financed by the European Fund for the Integration of Third Country Nationals, International Organization for Migration.